This is Sebastian Fundora. Introduce yourself to the people, brother.
Hey, I'm Sebastian Fundora. I'm a super welterweight fighter. I'm 15-0, 10 knockouts. Uh, I just had a fight last August, and got a knockout in the 6th round versus Nathaniel Gallimore.
Yep.
And we'll be fighting again on the Spence card, so very exciting.
Saludos, Jesus. Jesus, I don't know if you remember Jordy's dad.
Jesus.
Blancarte. Used to be with Jay, Panda. Saludos to Panda as well.
Yeah.
Well, saludos to you guys, man. But yeah, so really good friend of mine. I've known him for about, how long have you been here?
Since we moved over here to Coachella.
Since they moved here, pretty much. So it's about like what, 7 plus years?
8 years, yeah.
7 going on 8 years, and I've always wanted to get involved with doing something similar to this with, boxing, people in boxing being boxers, cut men, coaches, etc. Never got to it, but now I'm like, hey, could die tomorrow, might as well record something, right? So straight up, bro, I appreciate you being the first guest. I wouldn't have thought of anybody else.
It's an honor. It's always an honor.
It's an honor to be here, bro, in your presence, honestly. And I say that without, none of that whatever stuff, you know what I mean? So, first off, for everybody else, I knew who you were for all this time, but who was Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno, to everybody else? Who was Sebastian Fundora in high school, bro?
Just a regular guy, he didn't play any sports in school. He didn't do anything different. I mean, they try to put him into sports like basketball or track or even football, but we never played anything of that. I always focused on boxing. And that's about it. Just boxing. That's all we did.
That's cool, man. See, since I know you a little bit more than a lot of these people, bro, I like for you to put in, like, I remember you were riding your bike to school.
Yeah.
How many miles was it?
But I used to ride my bike to school every morning and then ride it back.
Yeah.
It was 10 miles in total. Going there's 5, coming back was another 5. But the only reason I used to ride my bike is because I used to wake up late. I wasn't the best in school. I wasn't the best kid.
Right.
I did enough to graduate, and I graduated with AP classes and stuff, with sashes and stuff. But it wasn't like I didn't graduate in white or anything like that. And I didn't plan on going to any college after. I might go back into school. I have plenty of time, but right now I'm just focused everything on boxing.
Right, and that's a pretty honorable thing, bro. A lot of people think that because you don't go to college, because you don't choose to go for a 4-year college, whatever, that you're not gonna be able to make it anywhere in life. Obviously, those people are wrong.
Yeah, I remember my junior year school. There's a teacher in CV High School.
Say his name, bro. Say his name. We're gonna put you on that spot. Whoever it is, I already know who it is. But say his name, bro. And I hope that you see this. And I just let you know, man. I mean, never have I ever talked down to this man. I know where he was going from the beginning. So go ahead and tell him, bro.
And he was good. He was always good to me. I mean, but Coach G, I remember, and it wasn't negative because everybody tells me, make sure you have a plan B, but we focused everything on this plan A. We focused so much that this decision of ours was gonna be the decision that we're gonna go with, and it's gonna work no matter what.
Me muero en la línea. A lot of people say, Juan Manuel Marquez said, me muero en la línea, meaning pretty much, I'm gonna set out to do this and I will die trying, bro. We've heard that from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Get rich or die trying. I'll do anything it is possible to get myself in that position, and I'm gonna die trying, bro. And I appreciate that a lot from you, bro. So that leads me to this question, bro. Now you're 15 fights in, right? You're undefeated.
Yep.
Been doing immaculate, bro. I give you props for that.
Thank you.
What was the reason, or why did you dedicate yourself to such a strenuous sport, bro? You mean you hurt yourself every time you come back? Like, it's part of it, bro. But like, it's part of boxing. But you have to be just a tad bit crazy, right? Just a tad bit crazy, bro.
Who wants to wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock? To run in the heat or in the cold, and then a couple hours later they have to go sparring and get punched in the face. Who wakes up to say, I'm gonna get punched in the face?
Yeah.
I want to punch someone in the face. No one does that.
Yeah,
So everybody you have to be a little bit crazy.
You gotta be damn
the
crazy,
coach,
bro.
the boxer, the manager, the promoter, everybody's a little crazy in boxing.
Yeah, that is very true, bro. That is very true. So that leads me to tell you, well, first off, saludos a Omar Nolasco Lopez de Zamora, Michoacán. They're big fans of you, bro, out there. When I went out there to Zamora, and it had been 12 years since I had gone out there, and I was talking big game about everybody out here, and they recognized one name, and that was the tallest super welterweight in boxing at this moment right now, Sebastian Fundora.
Yep. They
recognize your name. Oh, la Torre Infernal y todo eso. They were like, yeah, I know exactly who that is. So shout out to them. And yeah, that leads me to this one. What separates Sebastian Fundora from any other fighter, bro? What separates you? I know what the answer is for me, but what is the answer for you, sir?
Well, physically, you know, everybody that watches on TV, they're gonna say the height.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna mention the height. The height's always gonna be mentioned. And I think my style is exciting, and it brings back excitement to boxing. You know, whether I stop them or it goes the whole distance, my fights are guaranteed to be always exciting. And that's something I can tell that I bring different to the place.
Beautiful, bro. So, outside of boxing, bro, what is something that you would like you, Sebastian Fundora, to be remembered for? That could be something with boxing, that could be outside of boxing, but what do you want to put your stamp on, like to be, Sebastian Fundora, his legacy was this, su legado fue tal cosa. So what do you want to be remembered for?
Just as a gentleman of the sport, never a mean guy, never disrespected anybody in the ring, outside the ring, and did it clean and sharp and nothing bad, and nothing really that bad, you know?
Right.
No drugs, no alcohol, no getting car accidents, no nothing like that.
Beautiful. Yeah. And that goes to show, like, a lot of people that are up there in boxing, this is not to bag on them or nothing, but look, like you said, clean cut kid, boxing, outside of boxing, don't never disrespect his parents. He's a really good person outside of boxing. He's a good human being. Like you said, never did drugs, don't really drink, you know, unless we're celebrating here.
Yeah,
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's not lie. Let's be honest.
Oh, of course.
But, like, we're not going to do nothing crazy where it's like, you know, Errol Spence had a second chance of life, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, he had a second chance of life. Dude didn't break a bone, and he made it out free, bro. He's good. Now he's looking to fight.
He's fighting Danny
Garcia.
Yep.
That's a beautiful fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I have people here. Valentin Romero. Saludos, Valentin. He's saying Fundora's got beautiful inside work. Badass. He wants a picture with you, bro. And a lot of these people, they've been following me for a long time.
Yeah.
Outside of boxing, with my other businesses and all that. But they like what it is that you're doing. They respect what it is you do. We have a lot of people saying, oh, está largo, ¿por qué no pelea afuera, tal cosa?
Yeah.
But Mans knows what he's doing. You know, he does what he does because he knows exactly what's going on. Mm-hmm. He's very fan friendly. And like I said, outside of boxing, bro, tell me about a story. I know that there's not, you know, the hat right there. I know you've had one before that you gave out, right?
Oh, yeah.
A black one?
The red one.
The red one, sorry, the red one.
That, we were after the fight with the Clark guy.
Correct.
Yeah, we were walking down the stage, and I remember there's this guy running up to us. Oh, I'll buy the hat for $30.
Right.
And after the fight, I just wanted to go rest. You know, I was just after the fight and relaxing and stuff. So I told him no. You know, I kept walking. But then I remember him asking, I think it was Eddie or my dad.
Right. And they're standing right behind us. I appreciate that. What's up, coach? Happy birthday, first off. Happy birthday to your father.
To my dad, yeah.
This man is a second father to me. You know, I appreciate a lot of everything that has to do with that. I learned so much from boxing, which is not much, but what stuck to me, it has a lot to do with what this man behind me taught me, brother. And I appreciate him a lot. Also, saludos to Ben Lira, wherever you are, sir. Hopefully you get to see this later on. One of the best cutmans in the sport of boxing, hands down. And also to JR, which he'll be here later on, and also to Coach Eddie.
Coach Eddie.
Coach Eddie. So shout out your team, brother. Tell them about your team or something.
Coach Freddie's my dad. He's been my coach, my only coach I had since I was little, since I started at 8. He's the only person I trained with ever. And then we have Coach Eddie, very, very big part of our team. He's like the bulldog of our team. He watches everything. And he's always watching stuff for the other fighter. If I never really look at the fighters' videos, like past fights and stuff like that, but if there's someone that's definitely gonna watch it, it's gonna be Eddie. You know, so.
And he does those like I said, those 2 words, fine tuning. And we're talking about earlier with Coach Freddie, your dad. 2 words, ojo clínico. There's some old things that not a lot of people look out for, brother. And I appreciate those things a lot because I love and I appreciate old school boxing things. So as far as those things go, ojo clínico, things like that. Talk to him about that.
Yeah. These guys are looking for everything. They're looking for whether their shoes are on right or their gloves are tied right. My team watches everything. My team watches
every little thing. Whatever you think that they're not looking out for, they already got that eye on it, brother. And that's something that it cannot be faked. It cannot be emulated by anybody else. That you can't fake that. You cannot fake that. They do their homework and they show up. You don't have to do that because your team does that for you. That's something that not a lot of people can do. Not a lot of people can say. And that just goes with having a top dog, like just an immaculate team, brother. Yeah. You cannot fake that. You cannot fake that. Up to this point, what has been your favorite memory in like your boxing matches? Like, what's one thing that you can look back at and be like, oh, I'm really excited. I'm really happy that this happened, or whatever it is. Like, a cool memory that you have from like your past fights.
I was talking to my mom about that the other day. Actually, we were talking about it because when I just came back from my fight. We were talking about the past and stuff like that, and what we went through to get where we're at right now. And my fondest memory of growing up while boxing was traveling. We used to travel the whole United States.
Right.
I went through like at least half the states already. Beautiful. Probably more than that, but all those states: Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, California, all these states. We went through all these states and we fought through all these states. You know, so, and then we did with our whole family. My whole family went.
Beautiful.
Even our dogs sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how much it's great.
Well, I remember how you guys like got here, brother. You guys got here in a van. You guys traveled pretty much.
And we did that 4 times. We did that 4 times over.
4 times.
In the summer.
In the summer, did you guys have AC?
We never had AC.
So AC to a lot of people is just like a given, brother. But to me and you, and I know to me and you, that is a luxury. We do not need it. I actually barely, because I have a 8-month-old daughter going on 9 months. And you know, the other day, I'm like, I need to fix the AC on my truck. Why? Because now it's not just me. I have a little girl. So we did that. So now it's always been a luxury. We don't need those things. That's the thing that I'm trying to tell you. Boxing, they say a poor man's sport, and eventually you work your way up and you get to where you want to be.
When you do things right, things fall in place.
There's a formula to it, right?
Yeah,
there's a formula to it.
You can't just wake up and say I'm a boxer, and expect to become a world champion. You have to work hard. You have to wake up and do your things. You have to eat right. You have to sleep right. All these things you have to do to become where you want to be.
Okay, so another question, brother. What advice would you give Sebastian Fundora at 16 years old? Like you, right now, what would you tell? I mean, if Sebastian, 16 years old, was across from you, what would you tell that man right there?
Stick to it. Keep doing what you're doing, because if you just stick to it, everything falls in place. Like right now, I can say right now, comfortable. I am very, very comfortable in the spot where I'm at right now. I'm very, very comfortable. At 22 years old, I'm very comfortable.
Right, and that's something that a lot of boxers, a lot of people, me at 22 years old, I wouldn't have been able to say that.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable in that position. I mean, no, because I wasn't. But you work hard, you put your head down, you're not Twitter beefing, you're not talking all that, yada, yada, whatever. You don't entertain that, and that's one thing that a lot of people do not understand. You don't always have to be the guy with the biggest, loudest mouth. You just got to put your head down, talk to the right people, and eventually somebody's going to pay attention.
Yep.
Somebody's going to pay attention to you, and then everything's just going to fall into place. Yep. But you have to be the one who take initiative.
Yep.
Right?
Of course.
Right. what are projects that you work on outside of boxing? Like I personally know that you just got done, and if everybody seen your last fight, they seen the reviews that you finished building the training camp, the casita, right?
For fighters, we did casita.
Right.
Actually, we picked up 2 fighters from Uruguay today.
Right.
They're gonna stay right here, and he went with us to the airport, and they're gonna be staying right here in the casita that we built. And it was like 4 months that we did. It was pretty freaking fast.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking fast.
Saludos to the roofer
And
right
it
here.
was the whole team, like usual. It was the whole team. And,
Todo mundo metió mano, right?
Yep,
Todo mundo
yep,
metió mano,
yep.
which is beautiful. That's
Yeah.
something that you cannot fake. That everybody put their hands in.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay, and what's your motto, bro? I know outside you have a saying that says, "Get comfortable being uncomfortable."
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
You know, like say running through rain or something. You work hard and make sure you cover all your bases so nothing gets you by surprise. You know, that's what we do with our camp. That's why when I say stuff like I don't watch these guys' videos, I don't watch the opponent I'm fighting. It's because we cover every single base. Nothing's uncomfortable for us.
Right.
We work very very hard to so nothing will run us over. You know, we're ready for everything.
Beautiful.
That's what it means to me.
As you should be, right? Because that's what you train for. This is the life that you've chosen, or it chose you, vice versa. So with that leads me to ask, what put you in a position to be where you are now? Like, who influenced you to get you to this point? Be it inside of boxing and outside of boxing. I want to hear both. So up to now, who's been the most influential? Be it boxer, be it trainer. Who's gotten you mentally in that position to be like, hey, this is where I need to be. I need to emulate myself to be like this guy.
That's always been my father. It's always been my father. Always. Boxing, my father's always led. He's always led the team, me throughout my whole career.
Right.
He's my manager and my coach. So everybody says that why don't you just talk about yourself? Why do you just don't mention yourself? And
Right.
It's my team. And when I talk about team, I'm talking about everybody. But really, it's me and my father. It's always been me and my father. So that's my second pair of eyes, my second pair of ears. He's always the one watching for me, and I can guarantee that always.
The bottom line's always been your father.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this man is like a second father.
He's
to
the
me.
mastermind behind all.
It's his birthday today. We're gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
Very.
But never have I ever seen you answer an interview and you say, "I did this, I did that, I ran and I woke up." No. You always said, "We worked hard. We did this. We worked on this. We knew exactly what we were working on." Everything is always punctual. You never say I. You've never been an I kind of guy because there's no I in team, right?
Nope.
Right.
This is a team sport. People like to think it's just a single sport where someone just goes in the ring, but he doesn't go in the ring by himself. You see every round when he goes back to that corner, who's in the corner with him? His team. It's a team sport.
Right. That is true. So, anything you want to tell the people, brother? I mean, that I ran through the list of questions that I had to ask you, but anything that you would like to tell the people? If you guys have any questions, let me know. Put them on there right now so I can ask the guy because he's here right now.
We'll be fighting again in November. We don't have a date for sure, but
Right.
it should be good. Oh, actually, yeah, we do have a date, but I don't want to mention it.
Hey,
we usually don't mention anything.
We usually don't say no. We usually don't say much.
But we'll be fighting again on we'll be fighting co-main on the Spence and Garcia fight. Speaking of Spence and Garcia, we'll be fighting on the pay-per-view. We started this year with pay-per-view. We're gonna close this year with pay-per-view. So this has been a big year. Besides Corona and everything else going on in the world, California is sitting on fire. But
everything's on fire right now. Yeah.
But for me, it's been a great year.
Yeah.
A great year, and I plan to close it as a great year.
Right. And also going back to that, your last fight was beautiful, and I'd like to let you know that you dedicated your fight to everybody that lost their battle to Corona or is currently fighting that battle right now. Exactly.
Yep.
Go ahead and talk to him a little bit about that.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but with the shorts we fought with roses, the roses represent the survivors and the ones who lost the battle against Corona. Everybody who has been affected with Corona.
Right.
we represented him for that fight. And of course, we had the shirt for Eddie's father, you know, very close person to another teammate of our team, you know.
Yep.
Very close, very, very close.
Yeah.
And then, and Samson just had a fight with cancer.
Yes, sir.
And he knocked cancer out.
Knock cancer out. Samson, saludos, man. Like from the outside looking in,
and then after that, after 3 weeks after fighting cancer, he went to go work my corner.
Exactly.
Look at that,
bro. Exactly.
You know? How can you not respect that?
You have to, brother.
You have
to. So with that, we'll close it, brother. I appreciate it. We ran through the questions. Hopefully, I can have you again later on. And what else can I say, man? I appreciate it. You're like a brother to me, and I'm glad that we finally got to sit down and talk. You know, we have people from like literally Zamora, Michoacan. We have people from all over California. Hopefully later on Samson gets to view this. He's out in New York. We spoke to him earlier. And yeah, man, tell your fans from New Zealand, tell your fans from everywhere, Toronto, Canada, tell them everything, brother. Tell them
I hope you guys watch this, and I hope you guys watch the next fight too. You know, keep following me, keep becoming my fans, and thank you. Thank you for support. Always thank you for the support. And thank you to the people of Coachella always for supporting me. You guys have been really great to me these past years and everything. So thank you.
Speaking of Coachella, it's hot out here.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people do not know. We people here in Coachella, I like to say, are a different breed. They don't cut them like us no more. We're cut from a different cloth. Obviously, that's why you came here. Right.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, because I mean.
When we moved here,
yeah,
my dad wanted to move to California. And we've been coming to Coachella, like I said, for 4 years straight for a tournament called the Desert Showdown.
Right.
And we'd come to the desert, and he liked Hollywood right here was like more family based. Where we used to live was a little bit more. People were like snaky and stuff like that. So when we moved over here, it was like a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh, hot air, like hot air balloon air. And but it was great. It's good. People were great here, and to this day, the people are still great here. So
to this day, man. And
then California is just a mecca of boxing. So much boxing here. You go to LA, you'll find a gym every corner. You know,
that's true.
Yeah. Yesterday we just went to Calexico to spar. My little sister did some sparring, and then.
Talk to us about that, man. Talk to us about Gabriela Sweet Poison Fundora. Talk to us about that.
Well, she's my little sister. She just turned 18 back
Saludos to Lázaro Vargas. Saludos to Lázaro Vargas, by the way. What's up?
Yeah, but she just turned 18 in March.
Right. She's
ready to turn pro. We're going to turn her pro. Hopefully this year. Hopefully she gets signed with someone. And she gets to showcase herself.
Beautiful.
She's definitely going to make a mark in the girl boxing world. That's for sure.
Oh, that's
in the boxing world.
Yeah,
not just
boxing,
the boxing world.
Boxing period. Because this girl puts an exclamation point on anything that she does. She crosses her T's and dots her I's, bro. And I've been keen to that because I've observed everything that you guys have done since getting here. Honestly, I've seen people fold doing the same exact workouts, and Coach will vouch. I've seen grown men fold doing the workouts that she can do easily, bro.
Yep.
Easily. And they just fold and she just does it like, she just grins like it's nothing, right?
Yep.
And that's just the way that you guys are built, bro.
Yeah.
That's just the way that you guys are. That's the way that you're wired. That's the way you were raised. Yeah.
We were raised that. We were raised not to quit. We were raised to work hard, and when we get what we get through working hard, it just makes that much better. It just you want more. And she has the same drive as me, so she'll be a champion no time.
With that, it leads me to ask you, what was instilled into you to get you to be that guy, bro? Because not a lot of people are willing to, I've seen on your snap when you wake up, 4:30 is training camp. Hey, 4:30 you wake up, 5 o'clock you're already in the mountains ready to run. Not just you, whoever you have training with you.
Gabby
with you as well. Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about that, man. Like, what brought you up to do that?
It's a job. You wake up to go to your job. If you don't go to your job on time, you're fired. You're fired. So that's how we treat it. We go to the fights. When we go to the fights, we don't bring no one with us. We don't bring no fan base, no nothing, no family members, we go. Me, my father, and the team, we go, and that's all. We go and do our job.
Right.
We stay maybe the night or like night of, and then we go back. Like this last fight, we fought in LA. We fought close by.
You got back home.
And we came back the same night.
Yeah.
No partying. I mean, not that you can, but say if you could, we wouldn't do it anyways.
That's why when you said come through, I was like, bro, I'm gonna let you rest, man, because I know I know what it's like from the outside looking in. I'm like, you know, so I was going somewhere with this. Talk to me about Alfredo Caballero. I know that you fought in different continents of the world, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't just fight. We're just gonna go across the street and fight. Nah, you've literally been to Uruguay.
Mm-hmm.
Where else have you been?
We fought in Argentina too. We fought in Mexico.
Right.
Hopefully we get some other fights somewhere else. You know, I don't mind fighting in the United States. Always love the United States.
Oh, of course.
That's where boxing is. But
yeah.
But I wouldn't mind fighting in England. A couple people have been asking me, when are you gonna go to the UK to fight?
Yeah.
Or Saudi Arabia. When are you going to Saudi Arabia to fight?
UK knows fighting, bro, and they have the most. Like one of the most badass like fighting fans.
Yeah, when I fought on the Fury card,
yeah,
they filled up the place. They filled up the place, and that week boxing was really electric.
Right.
It's great. They're good fans. Great fans.
Really good fans, and they're the people that you kind of want to get behind you.
Of course.
Right.
Of course, any fan, anyone
course.
trying to support you. Why wouldn't you come? You're part of the family.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me a little bit of how was the training camp in Sonora? Because I know you were out there for a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that. Like, how did that go about?
It was good. The first time I went, we went to go help Porky Medina.
Right, Rogelio Medina, saludos, Rogelio. Saludos a Alfredo Caballero as well, and Tim Caballero over there.
Yeah, that was a good camp. I had my second professional fight there.
Right.
And then I had my third professional fight there. And the first one went to decision. We won by UD. And then the second one, we won by second round knockout. And me and Alberto went over there.
Yeah.
Me and Alberto, my older brother.
Yeah.
We trained there for a month. Just my father sent me and him by ourselves. And then we came back. And then we went for another camp.
Yeah.
To just do it again. And it was around summertime that time, and it was really hot. I guess that's hot as over here.
Yeah.
It's like 110, 120.
Dang.
And when we stayed over there, the place didn't have AC either, so it's just stuff you have to live with.
Just to add to it. Just to let you know. But you're there
for a reason. You're there for a reason. You're there to work. You don't go over there for vacation or anything like that.
Nope.
You know?
You weren't at the beach. You weren't hitting up on girls.
Nope.
You weren't doing none of that. You weren't playing. You were there to work. Strictly work. Yeah.
So when you think of all that stuff, it's just extra stuff. Like you said, it's just luxury. It shouldn't be, but it seems like luxury because right there you just did a work. As long as you have a bed, food, and the gym, you're good.
Right.
Everything else is extra.
Right. Because I remember back then, like there were stories of literally like Mike Tyson waking up at 2-3 in the morning just because he knew that his opponent wasn't woke up, that he was asleep and he was out there working, bro. So talk to us a little bit of how and why you have that edge. What do you do? Like, what is that thing that you add that a lot of people do not see, brother? Appreciate it. Like, what is
just the will to do it. You know, the heart to do it. You know, just doing it. You just got to do it. You know, like you said, waking up at 5 o'clock to run, so the sun doesn't catch you, so you don't get burned. You wake up at 7, you're screwed.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, now that the sun's out, it's 99 degrees out.
Yeah.
How can you run in that weather?
You can't. And they say you have sparring.
And you have sparring that day too.
Exactly.
It's just the will. You have to do it. You have to do it. If you don't wake up, then you're not gonna get the results you want. If you don't wake up for your job, you're gonna get fired. That's that's the motivation that keeps me motivated.
Exactly, brother. And a lot of this thing is not just the motivation, but the actual drive. Because motivation, the word motivation means it's a feeling. It's a feeling like, oh, you know, you watch a nice like Rocky video and those have everybody going, oh, you watch a Rocky movie, you wanna get up and go run 5 miles. But what do you do when you're not motivated? It's that drive. You have to be driven. You cannot just be motivated. Motivation. It's
more of an idea. Motivation is just more of an idea. But yeah, you have to have that drive too.
You have to.
And we have that. Growing up and going through all these experiences, and telling yourself, hey, I've been in this sport for a long ass time. Who's gonna stop me?
Right.
I know everything about the sport. I bleed the sport. You know,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
I do is about the sport. So
Exactly.
you know, that motivates me. That's my drive right there.
Right. Hell yeah. So, Sebi, what can we expect out of Sebastian Towering Inferno Fundora within these next 2 years?
We'll see. That's up to my promoter. That's up to my team.
Right.
That's not a decision I can make myself. But we'll be climbing the ladder to these rankings. Hopefully by next year we'll see a championship fight. You never know. Next fight we're fighting a title eliminator. So who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Right. And we'll end it with that, brother. I mean, I shook your hand and we ended this like 20 minutes ago. But with that one, ahí la cerramos, brother. I appreciate you for your time.
Yeah.
And let's go celebrate.